Alright guys, so I want to talk about the benefits of EMU oil for hair loss and frontal regrowth. Now a lot of people probably have never even heard of EMU oil, and I didn't hear about EMU oil until many years ago when I was doing a lot of research on hair loss. Now, I'm going to be upfront and honest with you guys here in this video. I actually haven't ever tried EMU oil, so I can't really say whether or not it works or not. All I can do is provide you with some evidence and with some information here. So over on the website that I really like, hairloss-research.org, there is an article written about EMU oil hair loss and frontal regrowth. I'm going to just read little bits and pieces of what's on here so you guys can get a kind of a understanding what EMU oil is. EMU oil is rendered from a thick pad of fat on the back of the bird that was apparently provided by nature to protect the animal from the extreme temperatures in its Australian homeland. The fat is carefully rendered to prevent the formation of trans fatty acids. 100 pounds of fat producing anywhere from 50 to 90 pounds of pale yellow oil. Correctly processed oil is almost 50% monounsaturated fatty acids, with the rest of its makeup being saturated and polyunsaturated fatty acids. Studies at the Occupational Dermatology Laboratory of the University of Texas Medical School at Houston and elsewhere have shown that 70% of the fatty acids in EMU fat are of the unsaturated variety. These are the fatty acids that help protect one's heart. The second conclusion of this study was that oleic acid, a monounsaturated fatty acid, is the largest component of EMU oil. That this fatty acid may well be the main reason for this oil's amazing ability to penetrate the skin and carry with it hair growth stimulating medications. EMU oil is almost 100% triglyceride in nature, which makes it almost completely neutral lipid. Researchers feel that the reason that it penetrates human skin so readily is that it has a total lack of phospholipids. Human skin is phospholipid deficient, which means that there is no phosphorus in human skin. Anything put on human skin and scalp that has phosphorus in it will not penetrate because skin is programmed to keep such penetration from happening. Conversely, anything such as EMU oil that is phospholipid deficient or free from phosphorus will penetrate right in and take with it any medicinal materials added to it. Even on its own, without added materials, EMU oil has amazing hair growth properties. Just some of the properties of EMU oil is that it is anti-inflammatory, which may be why it stimulates hair growth. It has been shown to be a 5-alpha reductase inhibitor in target tissues when topically applied, which likely contributes significantly to its hair growth properties. Remember when I've talked about how this enzyme 5-alpha reductase is what converts testosterone into DHT or dihydrotestosterone. That's what ultimately will shrink your hair follicles if you're susceptible to that with having the genetics. So basically what I'm saying is if you have the genetics to go bald, okay, you're susceptible to DHT. DHT is perfectly normal, it's perfectly fine. It's just that those with us that have the genetics to go bald, we're more susceptible to DHT, and it suffocates the hair follicles, it shrinks them. Well, 5-alpha reductase is the enzyme that makes this process, this testosterone to DHT, possible. And EMU oil apparently has a 5-alpha reductase inhibitor. So you'd think then that by putting it on, topically, it would contribute or help with slowing that hair loss thing down. EMU oil is a good emulsifier, which means it has good blendability. This means that it has the ability to blend oil and water together and produce a cream that does not feel oily on the skin or scalp. The problem is that most topical hair loss treatments do not penetrate the skin barrier very well. So that's another reason EMU oil is good for this. Also, EMU oil is bacteriostatic. Tests show that in its pure state, EMU oil grows no bacterial organisms, which is also good for treating hair loss, as bacteria infiltrates have been shown to be present in male pattern baldness. So less bacteria, the better. EMU oil has no potential for irritation of the skin and scalp. So there's been much research done on this showing that it has very little to absolutely no side effects of using this. Also, EMU oil is non-comedogenic, that is to say it does not clog up pores and thus does not cause pimples when used. It cannot be said for mineral oil, however. Also, EMU oil is good moisturizer, and they say that it has an anti-aging factor, which was proven in a study at the Boston University School of Medicine, in which a pharmaceutical-grade EMU oil was topically applied to debilitated mice for a 2-week-long period in a double-blind study using corn oil as the control substance. The processed EMU oil produced a 20% increase in DNA synthesis, which meant that the growth activity of the skin of these animals had a 20% increase. Also, the hair follicles were much more robust and the skin thickness had increased as well. Dr. Michael Holick, MD, PhD, who conducted these tests, said they also discovered that over 80% of hair follicles that had been asleep were woken up and began growing hair. He explained that hair follicles go through stages from resting to growth and back to sleep again, and that they awoke these hair follicles by stimulating them, which indicates that it stimulates skin growth as well. So it's worth a shot. As far as the hair regrowing on the mice, Dr. Holick says that he applied the EMU oil 3 times a day. So I would think then, if you're wanting to try this, you want to, apply it to the hairline once a day, probably before your bedtime, and then shampoo in the morning. So again, you'll get some EMU oil, apply it to the hairline, and see if you can get some regrowth there. It would be fuzzy regrowth at first if it does actually work. And again, as far as how long to do this, I'm not really sure. I would imagine, I would give it a run for at least a month or so, because your hair, grows like half an inch or something a month. So I don't know. It's up to you guys to try this. I just thought that I would provide you guys with this information. Some of you may have not known this. Some of you that are into hair loss research would have already known this, and perhaps you've even tried it. In fact, if any of you actually have tried this and you did have success with it, I would love to know. So comment down below, let me know what your experience was with this. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching this video. Please like and subscribe. Don't forget to check out my Facebook page there. I'm always trying to put new good information up there for you guys. So yeah, stay tuned, have daily content. So with that, take care.